Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw IMPA from Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, so I got an idea. Well, I always got an idea. I mean, that's why I'm drawing these, right? But I got something I want to do. And I gotta remember how I did it. There you go. This hip up. And this one stretched out. Yeah. Something like that. Okay. Now, I've seen some people make comments, obviously not on the most recent one, that they can't see what I'm drawing. I know. This is for me. You're gonna come in later on. This is gonna be so I can sketch something out real quick. And you'll be able to see what I'm doing in a bit. But for right now, I just got to get this down so I can get the sketch or get the drawing done so I can get the details put in. But like I said, for now, let's see. A little long there, but I think that'll work. Let's see if I shorten that up, come down to here. Stretch that out to there. That'll work. Yeah, I want to get this down so I can get to the Sharpie portion, and then we'll get to what you can see. Because, like I said, this is all for me to get ready to put the Sharpies down, and then you can join along. Yeah, so don't worry if you can't see this. Just go on to the next portion because, like I said, this is totally for me. But what I like to do is at least talk about what I'm doing. So, yeah, I'm in a video game mode, and so I'm kind of playing around with the different video game characters that I like. And I'm really digging on the ones from Hyrule Warriors. So it's video game season, basically. Okay, let's see. How do I sketched it out. That's what I'm trying to see what I did here. That and that. Oh, that's what I did. So it's funny, I do a sketch before I do a sketch, but that's because I want to get the placement right. I want to make sure that I get the look and feel of the character down with the pose. Because the hard part is, well, there's only so much I can see of these characters. So I have to do an initial sketch to make sure that I have the look and the feel. So I'm not just drawing this out for the first time here. I like to make sure that I've got it in a good place for you. See, I almost want to stick this leg out this way even more. What if I were to do that? What if I were to do it this way? We got time. Yeah, let's do that. I like this. I like this much better. We're going to move the placement out here. Yeah, that looks better. That's much better. Yes, that's it. That's what was missing. Okay, so now I got to draw in some details, and this is going to be the hard part, is trying to get her to look like a person, not a video game character, but still take on video game character qualities. Does that make sense? And the other hard part is doing that in something so tiny. Like, this is way too tiny to really put this much detail in. But I've got to try to capture it and you know, make it look pretty good, all while not blurring the entire thing with the Sharpie, because that's the other downside, is we're working with super tiny size and huge, gigantic Sharpies. I mean, the whole point is so you can just find what's ever lying around the house, you know, so you don't have to buy expensive supplies. I mean, if you got them, use them, but I want you to be able to grab a pencil or a pen or something and just start drawing. So the trick of that is like, well, you know, she has very awesome features, and our drawing is a little tiny for some of them, you know, so it's almost like, well, you know, that's fine, but you're gonna have to compromise someplace, you know. But really what it is I want it to look like the character more than anything else, you know. Okay. Oh, and the other trick is how much detail. There's a lot of stuff in here, so this is gonna get a little tricky. Also, because I got the blade kind of going out there too, so it's like, oof, like, where am I going to go with this? What are we going to do? Okay, so all right, not bad. This one might be a little bit long because because there's a lot of detail, and it's hard to find any good pictures of her full outfit. Like I've got a few that I can use, but there's not a lot of good. There's not a lot of good just still pictures of her outfit that I can really borrow from. So unfortunately, yeah, some of this is going to be just, you know, kind of winging it. But I mean, that's kind of the fun part about it, is, you know, we get to make up whatever we want for, you know, the specific details, while still trying to capture the look of it, you know. Not bad. How's yours coming out? Good. Glad to hear it. Okay. That might be enough detail to get us going. Let's see, if I do the hand over like that, I'm going to want to do the knuckles like this. Something like that. this is where it's going to get a little tricky of, yeah. Okay, so I think that, oh, you know what, hang on, before I forget, I gotta draw the hat, and then her hair, right? That's like the main, not feature, but that's one of the whole things about her, right? Is that awesome looking hair piece she's got? But again, it's so hard to find a specific pictures, and like even like with her face, like all this detail and stuff. It's like, man, I don't know what we're gonna get, what we're gonna forget, because a lot of times too, I'm an old man, I forget stuff, and it's gonna happen. I'm gonna forget half the things I was gonna draw on here. Okay, I think that's good. Let me erase, because that took a long time to sketch, so let me erase some of these sketch lines real quick and we'll get going. This is going to be another long one, sorry, but it's going to be worth it because there's going to be a lot of cool detail in it. But I want my Sharpie to stand out, not my pencil, so I'm just going to erase lightly just so I can see where I'm going, but make the lines disappear for the Sharpie to stand out. And if you're working with pencil, you just keep going. You don't worry about erasing. Okay? Alright, I think that's enough, so I say we welcome everybody that skipped to the good part and get going. Welcome, skippers! Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but a pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to see where we're going to go. So I've already talked about it. I'm just going to jump right in with the eyes. Draw the top of the eyelid, something like this. And that's good because I do have her turn, so her eyes are kind of like this. And now I'm going to draw the retina, the color part. See if I can draw something over here. The problem is over here is that we're running out of, it's tiny, and I can only do so much, you know? So, that being said, that's all I'm doing for the bottom of the eye, just to swoop in like that. I'm going to highlight the top here for a nice, eyelash. That's all I can do there, because again, it's going to bleed. So, I'm just going to give her, I'm going to go ahead and do the eyebrows. I wasn't going to, because they should be done with color, but I want to give you something to draw. So something like that. I'm going to come down for her nose. I'm going to draw a nostril. Like that. And again, there's only so much we're going to be able to do. So I'll draw the side of the face in a second. I'm going to draw her mouth like this. And there's her lips. So now I'm going to draw the side of her face like this, and then go up here for her forehead. I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit because I'm going to thicken it up a lot in a minute. Like when I switch over to this Sharpie, you're going to see a huge difference in line width. So I'm kind of playing around with line width, but her hair hangs over her face on this side. It's kind of, she's got this weird style. It's pulled and hanging. So the stuff that's hanging, I'm going to do something like this. And that's just to show that it's coming from the back right there. And then the little end that's hanging, we're going to do something like that. And again, I'm going to try to thicken it up just a little bit, but because it's hair, I don't want to go too crazy. And the rest is pulled back. So like this is hanging, that's pulled back. So I'm just going to draw a few strands. I want to draw it all. I really do, but I'm trying not to because color should take care of it, you know, not the black lines, because it's not black hair. If it was black hair, it's a different story. But because it's not, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to see her ear would be right here, so I'm going to give her a little pointy ear. that, and then I can draw some more over here. So she's got this kind of going back, being pulled back like this. And then I'm going to draw that on this side over here. So there's that, and there's the old hanging end. Again, just a few strands, you know. There we go. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so our hair, and this is where it gets hard because there's not a lot of pictures. I'm kind of going by some quick screenshots, like also on her forehead, that whole thing. I'm gonna do that with color. I'm not worried about that. I gotta try to figure out how to do this right. Let's see. So her hair is gonna be kind of like this, because it's pulled back, but also hanging down. So that's where it gets tricky. Like this. And now I'm going to draw the way it's kind of all tied up right here. And this is going to be a longer drawing, just so you know, because there's quite a bit of detail we got to get through. All right, let's see, and then it's tied around here. Something like that. And then it's in its weird curled back, tied up, rolled, and also little, I guess, chopsticks, little stick point hair that's in there like that. So now, woo, it's a lot. Again, we're just still in the head. Now I'm going to draw the top of the head, or the top of the hair. Sorry, how it's kind of rolled back. This. All right, and again, I like to thicken up the outer edges. And also, again, you don't have to. If you're working with pencil, don't worry about this kind of stuff. You just draw what's good for you. I'm doing it because of what's about to happen with this Sharpie. All right, super happy with this so far. Okay, so this is where, again, we got a lot of details where it's going to get tricky. Let's see. So, neck into her suit, into her rope, into her hat, into her... it's all there. So let's just get going. So, I'll draw her neck like this. See how thick that is? That's what I'm talking about. That's why I wanted to make sure I got it just right. And remember, her hair is going to be coming down way back here too, but I'm going to come back to that, okay? So here's her where her shirt starts, but again, there's that rope that's around for the hat. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and draw the rope like this. And see, I'm doing these bumps. It's because of the way the rope is. It's like this knotted rope style. So I'm kind of preparing for that. And what I'm going to do is just kind of do this. And I'm not really trying to match perfectly like the in and out of the spacing that I did, because I really didn't plan it. I just kind of went back and forth, and that's okay. So something like that. Okay. So see how it's not perfectly on the bumps? That's fine. I'm not worried about it. All right, so her shirt, let's see, so you can't see this much coming back like that. We'll say, I'm just doing little stuff like this just for the fun of it. Just like that's where it goes back around. And it's I can't really see what's in the front. There is some kind of, is it like a knot that's holding the rope? In some pictures I see something here, in some pictures I don't. And that's where I'm just going to draw. We'll just do like that. We'll say that it is like a knotted something. And there we go. We're going to do that. That's all I'm going to do for the front of this shirt slash rope. Okay. Okay, so it kind of goes... Okay, so I have her arms up. Let's go ahead and do one arm. It's going to be this whole puffy jacket type kind of thing. Let's draw her shirt sleeve, kind of something like this. Now her arm is up, so I'm going to go ahead. I know I'm jumping the gun here. I'm going to draw her arm first. And then, now the reason I'm doing that is because I'm drawing like wrappings around the arm. Then I'm going to come to the elbow. And so this part of the sleeve is super puffy. It's really huge. So that's why I wanted to just kind of get that in there. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of detail with the smaller Sharpie, just to kind of highlight the feel of this puffy sleeve. So something like that. Now for this, I'm going to do, let's see. There, just to make a wrap around the arm, okay? There we go. Okay, so this hand is up holding a knife, a blade. So I'm going to draw her hand wrapped over like this. The blade's right there. So I'm going to continue up here with, let's see, the top of the hand's going to be like that. The blade's going to be coming out. Let's go ahead and do it so you see where we are. Something like that. So there's the wrist. It's going to go, the fingers are going to be wrapped around like this. And I'll add some more detail in a second, but this is all I can do for now. And then I know that's kind of jumping all over, but just let's add some extra with the tiny Sharpie here. And let's see, she does have gloves on, so we can kind of do this. Kind of show that it's separated, you know? Let's see, the edge of it's here, the edge of it's like this round, circular hollow end type thing. And then we'll just do like a wrap like that. Make a better point, because these Sharpies cannot make a point. It's called a fine Sharpie, but it's not very fine. Okay, so that arm is up. Let's say the shirt's going to be coming down like this. And ooh, there is kind of like a wrap, like where it's connected. So we're going to do like that, like a whole different, what do you call it? A seam, edge. That's not quite the word I'm looking for. God, what do you call that? Like lapel type kind of thing. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to talk about. Okay, so I'm gonna come up here with the other side of the shirt like that. This one's flying out, and then her stomach is gonna be like this. Cause see how her shirt's kind of flying out? It's causing it to kind of be in a bigger arc. So now I'm gonna draw her big old that puffy sleeve over here. So this is gonna come up. This. Okay, again, I'm going to draw some wrinkles and folds to kind of show it, and then do some more with the Sharpie. Well, the bigger Sharpie. No, the smaller Sharpie. I'm sorry, my brain is just all over the place today. But like I always say, I'm not a speaker, I'm a drawer. Okay, I want to do a lot more, but you know, I think that's good. That's good. Let's not go too crazy. All right, Now this arm is going to be out, and remember how this is kind of sticking up? Just hang on. There's going to be a hat there, but just hang on. We're not there yet. So I'm going to draw her elbow like this, and then I'm going to draw the arm with the wrappings like I did there. Like that. Again, I'm going to highlight those. Something like this. Oops. Kind of falling out of my sketch. Like that. And then her hand, I've got it kind of, you see in the back of it, because she's got kind of her hand up like this, holding her sword, so katana style, you know, that underhanded look, you know. So let me draw a little protective guard part like that, and then the thumb is going to be up this way, and the fingers kind of like that. So all you're seeing is the back of the hand. So basically you're just drawing that. There's not much more besides that you can see. So for the sword, again, I don't have a lot of good pictures. I'm trying, but all I have to go by is just a few screenshots. So for the sword, here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna draw something like this. Say that's the end of it. Gonna come back here and do like a handle or something. And then, let's see, I guess I can use a straight edge. Well, no, let's not use a straight edge, because I want kind of a curved blade. So I'm just gonna do it by hand. Let's just do this. Let's just go something like that. Bring it in, something like that. Again, these things are not good at drawing points. Look at how much of a stubby end that is. Not very much of a scary sword, right? This. Don't know what I'm doing. I'm just giving it some kind of detail. A wrap of something. There. And that's it for the sword. For the back of her hand, all I can really see is a little bit of ornate detail on the back like that. So now that we're here, I'm gonna draw some of her hair. So come back like this, connect that part to her head, and then I'm gonna draw the back of it that's hanging down like this. And this edge, let's draw here real fast. Let me just do this. That's gonna be her belt, and that's gonna give me also, according to my sketch, where the edge of her hair is gonna be. So I'm just gonna come back in like this. I'm gonna draw some kind of a knot, like that. And then a little bit of a bow. Same thing here, a little bit of an edge of a bow. And the ends of the bow, or the wrap, I guess is what it is. It's not really a bow if it's the ends hanging down, right? And then the little bit of a whippy hair that is the end of this big, huge mop of hair. All right. Again, I'll do more with color. I just wanted to define a little bit of it like that. There we go. Okay, so now let me draw this edge right here, then we'll draw her hat. Can't forget the hat. But see also how thick this is versus how thin all these lines came out on her head? That's why I like to thicken stuff up, just to try to match it, just to make it look like it's all in the same universe, you know, it's all drawn by the same Sharpie. You know, just to match a little bit of the thickness of the Sharpie. Again, if you're working with pencil, don't worry about that kind of stuff. That's just me. That's what I like doing. All right, so I'm going to draw her belt, her magical sword belt. There's a buckle, and then the belt. I already did that end, so I'm going to come up like this. And also, I think her sheath for the sword is hanging back here too. So let's draw her shirt. Like this. Then I'm going to draw her shorts. Okay, and so let me add just a little bit of detail here. Kind of an edge like that. It's kind of a decorative decoration. I don't know why I'm trying to think of a better word than decorative. Decorative's a great word. Okay, so our jacket closed right there behind the rope. That one's hanging down like this. It's flying open. There's her shirt. And the sword. That's what I wanted to draw. We're going to draw the sword, or the sheath, I'm so sorry. That's going to come through like this. Something like that. Again, that's what the whole belt is for, right? It holds all that stuff on. And we'll say you can barely see the end of it like that. That's where it goes back behind that way. The hat. Now I can draw the hat because I know where it's gonna go versus what you can see. The legs I'm not worried about. I'll do that in a second. So the hat, we're gonna say it's coming around like this. So I'm just gonna draw the circular part. So it's gonna come around like that. We're gonna say it's coming back around this way still. And then that's all you can really see. The rest of it's going to be like going back like this. We'll say you can see that much of it, because if you draw the circle that big, it's really kind of going through there anyway. So that's all I'm worried about. And let's draw the edge of it, and also will coincide with where it connects to this rope right here, like that. Again, you can't really see the edge because the way it goes through. Same thing here. That's all you can see. Oh, but you know what? Look what I messed up. That is supposed to connect to that, so I actually should have drawn it bigger than that. So let's take advantage of that. The fact that it's just going to go, we'll say that's the hat. Okay, so yeah, it should have been a little bit bigger, you know, but we're going to just say that's where it connects, and that'll work. Okay, so again, it'll kind of show through there, but then right now, though, as thick as we are, we're just going to be drawing on top of that. So let's see, maybe we can do it. Maybe we can do it. Let me see. If I do like that, maybe. That looks good. That's how I'm going to keep it. Awesome. Okay, so now let's do the legs. The legs, there's not much to it. It's basically the same cloth all the way down, but with a little bit of leg protector. So I'm going to come down here for the knee, like this. There's the inside, the inner thigh, down to the knee. The leg's going to go out, but then, like I said, it's got that protector on, shin protector, the old, you know, the old delicate shins everybody has, and then the foot. And I don't see anything specific or too crazy. So we're going to say this foot's pointed out, so that's why you can see it like that. Do the same thing here, then I'll add some detail. Down to the knee, like this. I want to draw the shin protector first so I don't draw through it. Like that. And that's where I'm going to connect it. That's why I'm drawing that little bump. That. Again, we're going to add just a little bit of line across, some bends and folds. And I don't think there's anything specific I see in the shoe here, so I'm just going to kind of do something like this, maybe a little toe line across. And there is a lot of ornate detail in the little shin protector here, but I'll do some stuff with color. I'm not going to get too crazy here. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is IMPA from Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures on How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.